Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer MarKwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online, via Facebook and YouTube, as he expounds on matters of faith.
I'm still on the Christmas roll, and the pictures from Christmas, the principles that I am embedded in the Christmas story, not just from the standpoint of Mary and Joseph and the baby, but all the players in that particular space or in that particular narrative. Well, guess what? Yesterday we spoke about the innkeeper and the kind of attitude he showed. Now we're still looking at the innkeeper. And this time we are looking at the innkeeper. We're looking at the innkeeper not through our eyes of criticism, but we're looking at the innkeeper by looking at yourself. Isn't it amazing that sometimes when God wants to do something for us, we have room for everything, and we have room for every other thing, but we seldom have room for the things of God. We seldom have room for the things of God. We have room for everything. We have room for everything we have room for every foolishness, we have every room for that. But most of the time, we don't have room for the things of God. And you know why we don't have the room for the things of God? Number one, we don't even believe that He can. So in our mind, we don't have room for the things. Our mind cannot even sit down and think about what God can do. But yeah, everything that God wants to do, He also has to start with your mind. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20 said, "Now unto Him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think of." So sometimes God is interested in our thoughts. You got to think something. You're going to think of a better tomorrow. Begin to stretch your mind. Begin to stretch your faith. Begin to stretch your mind. Make room for the things of God in your mind. Make room for the worship of God in your mind. Make room for service to God in your mind. Make decisions. Include God in your agenda, in whatever you do, in your programs. Include God in it. And then the next one too is make room in your heart. You know, sometimes our hearts are filled with different things. Disappointment, discouragement, our dreams that have been destroyed, and we have walked certain narrow paths yesterday. So our belief and our actions of today and tomorrow are based upon the pain of yesterday. And as a result of that, when God even comes to do something new for us, we don't have room for it. Because our room is filled with failure and faithlessness. Our room is filled with bitterness and anger. Our heart rooms are filled with discouragement and depression and despondency. Come on. Clear up a little space for God. Clean up a little room for Him. Make space. Make space for God, because I can tell you that God is about to do something new and something very powerful. Come on, He said, "Behold, I do a new thing, and before it happens, I am telling you about them." So you know what? I'm making room for the new things God is about to do in the year that is ahead. I'm making room for the things God is about to do the next minute of my life. And I'm making room for the things God is about to do tomorrow on my behalf. Hey, Innkeeper Maybes, Part 2. Make room for Him. See you later.
Please visit our website, graphic.com.gh, or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.